information this afternoon about the death of an NC Central University student. We now know a security guard shot the student. 23-year-old DeAndre Ballard was shot at an off-campus apartment complex. WRAL Sarah Kruger joins us live on campus after speaking with Ballard's family, friends, and the security company. Sarah.
David, Durham police are still investigating this and are not releasing much information. The security company, though, tells me it stands behind its guard 100%. Ballard's family and friends, though, have a lot of questions.
I mean, the first time I heard about it, they said he was missing. It's like, so was he dead or was he missing? Had somebody found him at a certain time, he probably would have been able to be saved. And that's what hurt the most. Like, nobody could find him, so they couldn't even check to see if he was still alive.
They're saying that he was in an altercation with security guards, and the security guard was fearful for his life, and DeAndre like attacked him or something, or he was trying to get into cars. It's just a lot of information, and like I feel like it's going around in circles. Just ain't nobody going to the truth. I feel like it's just a fabricated story that just popped up out of nowhere. He went missing Monday night. We didn't find out until like Tuesday or Wednesday, and then he popped up on Friday. Like, something's not adding up. 3 days, like the cops could have, Central even knew about it. They knew all about it, but didn't say anything about it. Like, they knew about it, they didn't say nothing about it until 3 days later, until they want to send out that BS email about, oh, Fallen Eagle, no, like y'all are covering up something. Like, y'all definitely know something about what's been going on. Like, y'all just can't sit up there and be like, yeah, he went missing Monday night, or the event happened on Monday. If it happened on Monday, why wasn't it reported? If y'all talking about somebody got shot or something happened, why is it that we just found out on Friday? What is really going on in Campus Crossing? What really happened? What are y'all trying to cover up? That's what I really want to find out.
DeAndre Ballard. From the first time I met him, I already knew he was going to be a cool guy. The first time I met him was when he came in for tryouts for a modeling troupe that I was already in, Bob Avant Fashion Society. And it was hilarious to see him try out because, you know, of course it wasn't that good at first, but then as time went by, we would help each other progress. And Dre was really fast at progressing. And that just showed how much of a dedicated person he was to the things that he felt was important to him. And he cared about every member in there, definitely. Whenever I needed a ride, I didn't have a car at the time, he definitely had my back. He definitely cared. He was never a violent person. And it angers me that people try to connect him as the aggressor to this situation that they tie him in, because he just wasn't that type of person. DeAndre Ballard needs justice, and we're going to bring his name into justice. May you rest in peace, Dre. We love you.
on Central's campus. Like, why did it have to be my alma mater? Like, and it had to be my cousin. If they talking about, you know, hey, this is a family and whatnot, and this is what happened, like, this supposed to be your school. Like, this supposed to be your alma mater. This supposed to be where you go to school. Parents, this is where you send your kids. Like, when you find out about something like this, you're just like, why did it's just nerve-wracking, and it just frustrates me that it's not solved, and it's just being covered up by the school that I love.
I mean, the relationship between Campus Crossing and the university is undeniable. The university completely depoliticized, decontextualized DeAndre's murder. So it's really shocking, because when I found out about DeAndre, I didn't know him. I just found out through, you know, word of mouth and through the stories that I read. But the next day when I went to campus is like when it really hit me that, you know, somebody who went to school here was dead. And then to add insult to injury, a HBCU student is murdered by someone who is a pseudo officer of the law, right? A security guard, an armed security guard, kills a black man in the dead of night with only one other security guard as a witness, and gets put on 7-day administrative leave, and the university just didn't find it necessary to tell the student body that, you know? That's very scary. That's very scary. In a world where all of these we talk about these white institutions crashing down on us, it's really scary for that to be the response of my HBCU. It just doesn't make sense. A college student goes outside with no keys, no phone, no wallet, no shoes on, because he was found barefoot, no shoes on, and we're supposed to believe he was breaking into cars in his own apartment complex, in a building that's, you know, in eyesight of the armed guard station. I'm supposed to believe that he then opened the door and tried to grab his gun. I mean, it doesn't make sense. And for the university to try to hide behind this shield of not being, you know, contractually tied to the people who did this, it just doesn't make any sense. It's confusing, it's frightening, it's triggering.
Do you remember walking to my house in December? In the morning it was freezing out. I got to
My name is Kimberly Kane. I'm out here protesting DeAndre Ballard's murder. by a private security guard at Campus Crossing. Campus Crossing is home to a large population of North Carolina Central University students. Upon hearing about DeAndre's death, it was revealed that his family was not notified about his death for a few days. It took a week for the media to report about it, and it seems very suspicious that the Durham Police, a private security company called North Carolina Detective Agency, Campus Crossing, and NCCU did not handle releasing the news about his death very well at all. So I'm out here trying to get accountability and answers about that. Police, I don't agree with policing at all. I think police, by their very nature, are inherently a problem for the community. They don't keep the community safe, and security guards certainly shown to be just like the police and don't keep communities safe. Particularly if the security and the police see the community as a threat offhand. So coming up with some sort of alternative solutions for actually what safety means and what that looks like is important. I won't pretend to have all the answers on that, but it was really revealing considering that there was a review for a few months ago saying that that security office company was very trigger happy and were quick to pull guns on folks living at Campus Crossing. So there should have been an investigation about what their security officers do and how they're trained long before this happened.
The first day I was out there, Tuesday, got there around 2 p.m. Probably 2:30, the vice president of the NC Detective Agency, Kevin Ladd, drove up, and as he was pulling into their parking lot, I could see him looking at me, looking at the sign, laughing. Got out of the car, got some stuff out of there, and then starts walking over to me with his phone out, horizontally, clearly taking a picture. Got about 10-15 feet away from me, and I mean, he was just standing there taking a picture, so he did that, and I asked him if he wanted a picture of the other side, and he did, so I let him do that. Started saying a prayer after that, audibly. I let him finish that and asked him if he really thought that that prayer was going to negate, all the just like wickedness that, being complicit in whatever's going on, and also just laughing at the face of a 23-year-old about to graduate, tragically dying. That, even if they were totally innocent, that is just a heartless thing to do. That was the extent of our interaction, and I didn't see him today. I didn't see anybody from the agency. He was, the least intimidating guy, I've ever met. So kind and goofy. The things they're saying in the news right now are just so uncharacteristic of him. It's appalling. It's infuriating, honestly, that not only is his life taken, tragically and so young, but they're also trying to take his reputation too and run his name through the mud. And I'm sure, and everybody that's ever encountered him is sure that that's not the true story. That's not DeAndre, and I'm one of many that is committed to finding out that truth and getting as much justice as we can in this, unfortunate situation.
It's a go, human.
With the monstrous perspective is how you viewing me. The constant social rejection is
It is as if there's a part of me that is missing, because that's how he made everyone feel. He made everybody feel important, special, and that he was with you. His main line was, "I got you, I got you." And so today is a day of celebration for me, because I know that what he did for me as his pastor is going to help me do and be a better pastor to other students. And to be able to hear him speak about his faith and how God was the center of his life, and to see him put that in action on this campus speaks volumes. And I have to say that because so often we look at attendance at church or Bible study. That's not what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about how he truly reached out and met people where they were, no matter what the circumstance. He was always there. He truly lived into, I got you.
I'm still gonna remain positive about it because I know I'm gonna see him again. So it's like, yeah, the negative energy may try to win the war, but you ain't gonna win. You can take my friend away, but you'll never take him out of my heart, and that's the difference. You can take him away physically, but mentally he'll always be here.
He loved everybody. Like, he was the most caring person I've ever met. Like, he had a lot of people that he loved.
He was a great man. He was in a very, very important part of society in the world.
What should the world know about him as a person?
You had it together. Crazy.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of questions. You know, everyone I've spoken with who knows Mr. Ballard said, you know, him trying to take someone's gun would be very uncharacteristic of him. You know, interviews indicate he was a very nice guy who hasn't been in significant trouble. He didn't like to argue, or he didn't like guns, his friends and family said, and he loved learning. So there's those questions. There are also questions about the timeline. You know, I spoke with a friend who said they dropped off a very tired Mr. Ballard off at 10 p.m., and police say the shooting happened at 10:15. For his friends, say roommates found Mr. Ballard's bedroom door propped open with a shoe and his keys and ID inside. You know, why did he leave? And what happened during those 15 minutes while he was gone?